Are we going? Are we on? Is it happening? Welcome. Very excited. We have with us senior artist, Matte Cosmetics, John Stapleton.
That's me. Hi.
You are now part of the 3-time club.
Yes.
Only Matthew Anderson and Ridge Gallagher, I believe, join you.
We are the Steve Martin and Alec Baldwins of
Saturday Night Live, of
Transformations.
Transformations. Oh my God, let's do that again. Hold on one second. Tell me what you've been doing lately.
Let's see. Well, as married now.
Congratulations.
Thank
Very
you.
exciting.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're still working with Kelly Osbourne.
Still work with Kelly and working with Margaret Cho now full-time on Fashion Police.
Love you, Margaret. Yes, fabulous. That's wonderful.
And I've also been teaching a really cool class called The Illustrated Face.
Now that's where I saw what we're going to be doing today because
Right.
you Instagrammed something that blew my mind. We are in the middle of a makeup craze.
Yes, we
Unlike
are.
anything I've
We are.
seen in modern history. I think since the 60s, probably. Because of Instagram and YouTube tutorials and everything like that, there's not a day that goes by that I don't find someone new on Instagram that I am just shocked and it's exciting to me.
Yeah. Actually, for me, everything really started with Kevin Aquan's book, Making Faces, right? That book really, I think, put into everyone's hands, oh, that's how you do it. Okay, that's the idea. But what's really cool for me, as a makeup artist who's now 20 years in the business, you know, it's just been really cool to watch kids come up with new things, and you have to be part of it. That was why, for me, working with Kelly was always amazing because she's a canvas. She likes to try new things, and you gotta
Except
love
for that purple hair.
Still locked in.
We'll cut that out probably because we love you, Kelly.
Yes. Sure you will.
That's another trend where the focus has been on the eye lately.
Bianca has had like those big eyes that are
And the
drawn.
white, and it's sort of like an anime thing.
Kimchi does that anime.
It started with Bianca, and then it went to exceed the next year, got a little bigger, and then Kimchi was even bigger.
Right.
And then I saw yours, and it's just sort of the next logical extension
It's like,
of what that is. And I hope to God in 5 years, everybody's going to be doing what we're going to be doing.
I would love it. Yet my followers will still remain down here. So throw some love back. I met him, I loved him, and I was like, let's do this shit.
Don't tell me about it. Let's wait until we get the camera going, because I want to hear all about them.
Oh, you are?
We're very quickly just going to speed through this just so that we can get the foundation on so that you don't have to sit and watch that.
Everyone's seen that a billion times. It's like, okay.
We want to get to the good stuff.
Let's get to the good stuff.
I remember the first time you were on, you did the funny little eyes on the cheeks.
I did, yeah.
And I love that you love to paint eyes on places where they aren't supposed to be.
And a lot of people did seem to enjoy it. So I was like, where do we go next with it? How can I take it to another level? I look for influence with real painters. One of my favorite artists, I don't know if you know from Pat Field's days, is Martine.
He was famous for these sort of big, busty women.
Yep.
And they were all sort of S&M-y.
Really, if you look at Martine's work, when you look him up, and I hope you will, to me, Martine drew like my childhood. It was all about the boy bar and RuPaul and Lahoma Van Zandt.
I love me some Lahoma Van
All these
Zandt.
interesting drag queens that were like kind of the old school. A little while ago, it was really hard to try and find anything about Martine. There was nothing out there. And now he's recently on
I've seen him on Instagram. In fact, some of the posts that he does on Instagram, people have been sending him things that he thought were long gone and lost.
Yes.
And he's very sort of excited that people out there are finding his stuff again.
And then I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of pink. So your own eye will disappear. You know, the thing you gotta love about James St. James too is he's not afraid of lipstick in the eye. I'm just gonna throw some like Pat Benatar pink in here.
Pat is also a person that you work with.
Joan, I work with Joan.
Oh no, my God.
Kathy Jung is doing some really great stuff.
Kathy's been doing Rita Ora, right?
With Rita Ora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that you should say that because Kathy is a friend of mine for years and years and years.
And she just refuses to do the show.
She refuses to do the damn show.
Good for you, Kathy.
Asking and asking and asking, and she always says, "Oh, I could. Oh, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah,
oh, I can't." It's
Kathy, let's just put it this way: we're in a basement. There are flies walking across my eye. So come on, Kathy, it's real glamorous. We're gonna do some blues and greens. I'll use another one of these color sticks to maybe get some green in here. Probably the viewers at home are like, "What is happening?"
Well, I remember the first time. I remember looking at the eyes and thinking, "What is she? What is this? What is it?" And it wasn't until the very end when you put some white there,
Yes.
you did a little shadowing or something,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it all came together.
Right. With the show in general, it's great to stay tuned all the way through. That's the whole point. It's called transformation. A lot of people are like, I might tune out halfway through. I think there's always good tips and tricks to learn. So I'm just blending out this color stick here.
You said that you got married. When did this happen?
June 26th.
So you're still like honeymooning? You're still
honeymooning.
newlyweds?
Yep, still newlyweds.
How did you meet?
We met through OkCupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's cute. I come from a very different era. You do too. It was never an option, so it's kind of one of those things that you're like, what? We're never gonna get married, right?
I think that now. Like
well, that may be true, dear. I'm just kidding. But it's just the clown thing that really probably turns them off. That's it. I'm out of here. So we just added a little bit of blue acrylic from MAC, and we added a little bit of the yellow in the middle because I think I'm gonna do this kind of like yellowy blue. I'm gonna put a little of this blue acrylic in here. Yeah, I mean, makeup has changed so much now. It's all about the cut crease. I always find that I have friends that are like older makeup artists that are like, it's not the way when I was doing it. The one thing I will say about the whole Instagram crowd is it's like the bullying. I can't take it. I hate that.
Never read the comments. Just like what you like.
Exactly. Move on. Especially in the gay community, like we are already being bullied. Like, why do you want to bully someone else within your own? It just doesn't seem progressive to me at all. I'm gonna find out what your name is, don't worry. I'll find out. I know it's you that's been secretly hating all my stuff. These are waterproof. I know you are a fan of that because it never comes off. The funny thing is when I was doing it on models, you know, I get these models from agencies. They're like, what are you gonna do to me? You know, and they love it though. I've never seen more selfies with these girls. You know, they just go crazy with like.
And you use like a bald cap on them.
Well, actually what I used is kind of funny, and some people might be interested in playing with this as a swim cap. It leaves a little weird ripple in it, so it has like almost a sea monstery effect to it.
I've got a little ripple on my head anyway.
I had to tape all this back on this side. Nothing happening here yet, folks. Still all pretty boring.
I just saw Suicide Squad.
Oh God.
No, it's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
I saw it too, girl.
Okay, but Jared Leto was really beautiful.
Amazing. Oh, he's so beautiful. Come on. I was hearing that he was really in character the whole time.
Well, I know. Give me a break. I understand Daniel Day-Lewis was Abraham Lincoln for a month.
Right.
I get it, because it was the Oscar. But Jared Leto, you don't need to be sending rats to people and all that. Like,
is that what he did?
He did. He sent a dead rat to Margot Robbie. He used condoms to Viola Davis.
I mean, he didn't send it to us?
You can send it to me, Jared. Girl, you're not Montgomery Clift. You don't need to live in character.
Shoot, why not? You don't know his life. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw these in and then I'm gonna airbrush over it, so it'll give a little bit more like realistic. And I think we'll put some false lashes on top of it too, to give more dimension. This will be a look where you can actually open your eye. I'm just gonna fill that in a little bit more smoky. That way that sort of disappears. Like I just put that in your eye right now. Because we're gonna shade this whole area, we're gonna paint some blue this way. I made this really interesting little eyebrow piece.
Oh, cute.
I know, so she can be like, hey. Start bringing out our highlights in this way. Let's turn it up a little bit. Or that's as much as it goes, okay.
It smooths everything out.
Everything else kind of lives a little better. Like, you know, I can get this pink a little smoother in there. It's not a need to know thing, but it is a nice to know thing. It's one of those skills that might earn you an extra couple of $100. So a lot of times, I blew my gasket. Never happened before. Well, not here. Honey, this is the original contour kit right here.
Wait, what is this?
Hello, did you go to school?
No, I don't know what any of that is.
That's true. So a French curve, when you need round edges and you're drafting something by hand, you would use a French curve with your pen. The funny thing is I see all these like contouring and highlighting classes out there where people like, you know, using shoes or whatever. A French curve is really amazing. I don't want to like mar the white that I put down. I'm just trying to right along that edge there, honey. So I can get a little bit more sharpness. Then I can also use this too to create like my contour on the cheekbone. But I want to work with it too so I get a little roundness. So there, it gives me a little bit of slice. Give us some Boy George shading here. Gives more jaw.
Oh, I do like it.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Took 10 pounds off.
I love it, we did. So we put some fake lashes on this. And those are made from feathers. So I'm just gonna glue a couple down, just sort of stick them in place, and it'll give us a little bit more dimension. It's all about subtlety in this one, isn't it? I think we should put the outfit on and see about this transformation. It's time.
kimchi. Eat your heart out, bitch. And I did steal Raja's big bow from her Toot It and Boot It last week. But I think it's just the right top. John Stapleton, you have outdone yourself again. This is absolutely fabulous. And don't forget to subscribe
To Wow Presents.